Thomas comes to breakfast. Thomas the tank engine has worked his branch line for many years and knows it very well. You know just where to stop, Thomas, laughed his driver. You could almost manage it without me. Thomas had become conceited. He didn't realize that his driver was joking. Later, he boasted to the others, "Driver says I don't need him now." "Don't be daft," snorted Percy. "I'd never go without my driver," said Toby earnestly. "I'd be frightened." "Huh," boasted Thomas. "I'm not scared." "You'd never dare," said the other engines. "I would then," boasted Thomas. "You'll see." Next morning, the fireman came. Thomas drowsed comfortably in the shed as the warmth spread through his boiler. Percy and Toby were still asleep. Thomas opened his eyes and then he suddenly remembered. "Silly stick in the muds," he chuckled. "I'll show them. Driver hasn't come yet, so here goes." Cautiously tried one piston, then the other. They're moving, he whispered. "I'll just go out, then I'll stop and wheesh! That'll make them jump." Very, very quietly, he headed past the door. Thomas thought that he was being clever, but really he was only moving because a careless cleaner had meddled with his controls. He soon found out his mistake. He tried to wheesh, but he couldn't. He tried to stop, but he couldn't. He just kept rolling along. "The buffers will stop me," he thought hopefully. But the siding had no buffers. Thomas's wheels left the rails and crunched the tarmac. There was the stationmaster's house. Thomas didn't dare to look at what was coming next. The stationmaster and his family were about to have breakfast. "Horrors!" cried Thomas, and shut his eyes. There was a crash. The house rocked, and broken glass tinkled. Plaster peppered the plates. Thomas had collected a bush on his travels. He peered anxiously into the room through its leaves. He couldn't speak. The stationmaster was furious. The stationmaster's wife picked up her plate. "You miserable engine," she scolded. "Just look what you've done to our breakfast. Now I shall have to cook some more." She banged the door. More plaster fell. This time it fell on Thomas. Thomas felt depressed. The plaster was tickly. He wanted to sneeze, but he didn't dare in case the house fell on him. Nobody came for a long time. Everyone was much too busy. At last, workmen propped up the house with strong poles and laid rails through the garden. Donald and Douglas arrived. Do not fetch yourself, Thomas. We'll soon have you back on the rails, they laughed. Puffing hard, the twins managed to haul Thomas back to safety. Bits of fencing, the bush, and a broken window frame festooned Thomas's front, which was badly twisted. He looked very funny. The twins laughed and left him. Thomas was in disgrace, but there was worse to come. "You are a very naughty engine," came a voice.
"I know, sir,"
said Thomas.
"I'm sorry, sir."
Thomas's voice was muffled behind his bush. "You must go to the works and have your front end mended. It will be a long job," said the Fat Controller.
"Yes, sir,"
faltered Thomas. "Meanwhile, a diesel railcar called Daisy will do your work."
Diesel, sir. Daisy, sir."
Thomas spluttered. "Yes, Thomas," said the Fat Controller. "Diesels always stay in their sheds till they are wanted. Diesels never gallivant off to breakfast in stationmasters' houses." Fat Controller turned on his heels and sternly walked away. BoCo The Diseasel. Bill and Ben are twin tank engines who live at the port near Edwards Station. Each has 4 wheels, a tiny chimney and dome, and a small squat cab. The twins are kept busy pulling trucks for engines on the main line and for ships in the harbor. Their trucks are filled with china clay, dug from the nearby hills. China clay is important It is needed for pottery, paper, paint, and many other things. One morning, they arranged some trucks and went away for more. They returned to find them all gone. The twins were most surprised. Their drivers examined a patch of oil. "That's a diesel," they said, wiping the rails clean. "It's a wattle?" asked Bill. "A diseasel, I think," replied Ben. "There's a notice about them in our shed." "I remember. Coughs and sneezels spread diseasels," said Bill. "Who had a cough in his smoke box yesterday?" said Ben. "Fireman cleared it, didn't he?" said Bill. "Yes, but the dust made him sneezle. So there you are," said Ben huffily. "It's your fault the diseasel came." "It isn't, it is." "Stop arguing, you two," said their drivers. "Come on, let's go and rescue our trucks." Bill and Ben were horrified. "But the diseasel will magic us away like the trucks," they said. Their drivers laughed. "He won't magic us," they said. "We'll more likely magic him. Listen, he doesn't know you're twins, so we'll take away your names and numbers, and then this is what we'll do." Bill and Ben chuckled with delight. "Come on, let's go," they said eagerly.
Life is full of surprises, full of ups and downs, and so to have a silver lining, first there must be cloud. Bill and Ben, the twins, work together all day long. They sometimes disagree how things are done. They get down in the dumps if things they do don't work out just as planned. But if at first you don't succeed, then understand. There's no sense in worrying if things are going wrong. Obstacles can all be overcome. But even Bill and Ben both agree that in the end, if you never lose hope, you're sure to cope and carry on. Every cloud is silver lined, even when it rains. So don't get too downhearted as things are about to change. All you gotta do is wear a smile and you will find your sun will shine. So if you've got a job to do, make sure you do it well. Arguing will get you nowhere fast. When Bill says push and Ben says pull, they always get it wrong. But never lose hope, you're sure to cope and carry on.
Puffing hard, the twins set off on their journey to find the diesel.
Every cloud is silver lined, even when it rains. So don't get too downhearted as things are about to change. All you gotta do is wear a smile and you will find your sun will shine.
They were looking forward to playing tricks on him.
Everybody makes mistakes, it happens all the time. You should never lose sight of your goal. Just like Bill and Ben, things will work out in the end. If you never lose hope, you're sure to cope and carry on. When you're feeling down, it doesn't have to wear a frown. Never lose hope, you're sure to cope and you can carry on. It's silver lined to help you on your way. As long as there's hope, it'll help you cope. Just never lose hope, it'll help you on the way.
Creeping into the yard, they found the diesel on a siding with the missing trucks. Ben hid behind, but Bill went boldly alongside. The diesel looked up. "Do you mind?" he asked. "Yes," said Bill, "I do. I want my trucks, please." "These are mine," said the diesel. "Go away." Bill pretended to be frightened. "You're a big bully," he whimpered. "You'll be sorry." He ran back and hid behind the trucks on the other side. Ben now came forward. "Truck stealer," he hissed. Then he ran away too, and Bill took his place. This went on and on till the Diesel's eyes nearly popped out. "Stop!" he begged. "You're making me giddy." The two engines gazed at him. "Are there two of you?" he asked in a daze. "Yes, we're twins," chimed Bill and Ben. "I might have known it," groaned the Diesel. Just then Edward bustled up. "Bill and Ben, why are you playing here?" he said crossly. "We're not playing," protested Bill. "We're rescuing our trucks," squeaked Ben. "What do you mean?" asked Edward. "Even you don't take our trucks without asking. But this Diseasel did," they both squeaked indignantly. "There's no cause to be rude," said Edward. "This engine is a Metropolitan Vickers Diesel Electric Type 2. The twins were abashed. "We're sorry, Mr. they stammered. "Never mind," the Diesel smiled. "Call me BoCo. I'm sorry I didn't understand about the trucks." "That's all right then," said Edward. "Now off you go, Bill and Ben. Fetch BoCo's trucks, then you can take this lot." The twins scampered away. Edward smiled. "There's no real harm in them," he said to BoCo, "but they're maddening at times." BoCo chuckled. "Maddening," he said, "is the word."